What is up, guys? I am back again. This time I'm going to be doing another film recommendation for you guys. I was thinking about it last night and I was thinking, like, I think this is worthy of a video, this movie, because I don't hear it get talked about a lot, especially nowadays. Like, it came out almost 20 years ago, I feel, and yeah, I feel it doesn't get enough praise or hype as it should. So the movie I'm going to be talking about today is Rockstar, starring Mark Wahlberg. I really like this movie. I know it doesn't have great reviews, or like critics didn't really like it at all either, but to me, I think this is a great movie, to be honest. I think it's a great movie of a guy who wants to become something more than what he already is, and he gets that shot, and he finds out that it's not all it's cracked up to be, and so he just ditches it and goes back to living the real life and trying to make it on his own. And I think it's a great story, to be honest. It's simple, it's straight to the point. I feel like there's no hidden messages in here. It's just like, he knows what he wants, he gets what he wants, finds out it's not what he wants, goes and finds what he really wants. I mean, there's nothing more to the movie. Like I said, the movie stars Mark Wahlberg, Jennifer Aniston, a few big names. Also, there's this one actor I want to mention, Timothy Oliphant. I like this guy. I think this was the first movie I ever saw him in. And I know he's like a semi-big actor. I think he's supposed to be in an upcoming Marvel or DC role too. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but I think I saw his name tossed out that he might be in a comic book movie coming out. But he's had a few big roles, especially in TV, like Santa Clarita's Died. That's a show on Netflix that I heard he's pretty good in, and it got pretty good reviews. Also, Justified, that was like his big breakout role. Well, I wouldn't say breakout role, but that's like, he's a main actor in that, and I feel like a lot of people liked that show when he was in it. So that's another role he's good in. But yeah, I think he's an underrated actor, and I like seeing him and stuff. I know everybody knows he was in like the Hitman movies for a little bit, and those didn't really do good, but I think he did not a bad job in those movies. Not really that many other people I feel worth mentioning. There's this other actor, Dominic West. I didn't even know his name until I just looked it up, but I know I've seen him in other movies. Like, I don't think there's any big movies that I could name him off of. I mean, like, I'm looking right now and it says Chicago, and I've seen that movie, and that's a good movie, but I don't remember his role in that. It says The Punisher Warzone. I've seen that movie a long time ago, but I don't remember his role in that either. But I know he's a familiar face, so I know I've seen him in other movies, but he plays the lead guitarist in this movie of the band that Mark Wahlberg is joining. And yeah, I just think he does also a good job in fairly big names, especially Mark Wahlberg and Jennifer Aniston. But so I'll give you a quick little synopsis of the movie, just for the ones who don't know and are intrigued about what I'm talking about. So the movie's about Mark Wahlberg and his band of, he calls it a tribute band, but they're more like a cover band. So yeah, so him and his pals, they start this tribute band for this very famous rock band around the world. And like in this movie, in their universe, it's a very big rock band. And so like they do this tribute band, and he's kind of a little psychotic. He's very OCD about the stuff he plays. So his band starts to gang up on him, and they don't want him in anymore. So they kick him out. And so after that, he gets a call from the band that he was tributing with his friends, or like covering, and they say they want him to be the lead singer. And that's where the movie takes off. And so he goes from like a nobody working in like an office, playing gigs at night with his pals just for fun, doesn't get paid that much, to this like rock star, no pun intended, this rock star of an artist in this huge metal group that he has grown up to love since he was a kid. And it's just a cool idea, I feel. I mean, like, there's probably been other movies that have done this before. I don't know, there's just been a lot of movies, and I can't really think of them top of my head about music, like Almost Famous, Spinal Tap, Bohemian Rhapsody, Star Was Born. Oh, there you go, like A Star Is Born, kind of like that, similar to that. But yeah, it's just like a movie I feel that gets left out of the conversation when you're talking about great music related movies. And I think it deserves its recognition a little bit, because I grew up watching this movie, and I whenever it's on, I feel like I have to watch some parts of it, because the music, honestly, in my opinion, I really like the music in this movie. I really like music, and I like every genre. And rock, I used to be really big in, especially like when I was in elementary to middle school. Kind of drifted away in high school, but I still really appreciate it. And yeah, I love rock music, and I like metal. And so this is, I feel, a good movie for any of you metalheads or rock heads out there. I think you would love the music, because the soundtrack's pretty good. Mark Wahlberg does not sing in the movie. You can clearly tell that he's lip syncing because that is definitely not his voice in the movie, but I mean, it's still good. The guy who voices him has a great voice, in my opinion. And there's not really any other acting performances in this movie, I think, that stand out. Like I've said before about other movies, just Mark Wahlberg is the main character, so it mainly focused on his life and his trail, his journey through life, and how he becomes something that he doesn't like and figures it out by the end of the movie and just wants to go on off and do other stuff. I highly recommend it. There's also some a part in this movie that towards the beginning when he's auditioning for the lead singing role, because there's other people that they have asked to come in and audition for the position as well. When the lead singer of the band right now finds out that they're kicking him out of the band, and Mark Wahlberg is there finding out this whole fight and stuff, it just kind of is very sad in an essence to see that. Cause okay, I left out a huge part, because this is the same type of scene that when Mark Wahlberg got kicked out of his tribute band. It's this basic same scene. The lead singer throws a tantrum, says they won't be anything without him, and he leaves, and then they replace him, and just, yeah, Mark Wahlberg threw the tantrum, and then the lead singer in the rock band that he's joining now does the same thing. So it's just very ironic in a sense. And he also, the lead singer, spoiler alert, I mean, I've already spoiled a lot of the movie, but just letting you guys know, the lead singer has a brief conversation with Mark Wahlberg about, why do you want to just be covering someone? Why do you want to mimic someone? Why do you want to pretend like you're this person? Why don't you just go off and do your own thing, live your own life? Wouldn't you rather make it as yourself than someone else? So I just like the message in this movie, and I love the ending, and I think it's a great ending. Also, him and Jennifer Aniston have a rocky, because they've been boyfriend and girlfriend for a while, and they're deeply in love, they seem, but he's just too mixed up in this rock world where like he mainly focuses on his career as a musician rather than her sometimes, and it shows in the movie, which is sad. And so when he becomes this big rock star, their relationship kind of takes a halt, and after he figures out this is not the right life for him, after all the drugs and partying and just nights he can't remember, and just he finds Jennifer again at the end, and it's just, I think it's great. So that is my recommendation for you guys today. That is Rockstar, made in 2001. Oh, and the director is Stephen Herrick, I think that's how you say his name. I did not know who he was, so I looked him up, and he has directed a fair amount of movies I've seen, like Bill and Ted, Three Musketeers. I've seen those two movies, and now Rockstar, I guess he's directed, and I didn't know much about this director, but I'm glad I looked him up and saw his other work. Alright guys, so like I was saying, this is my recommendation for you guys, Rockstar. Hopefully it's on a streaming platform. I think it's on HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max, I would highly recommend you guys go out and watch this music related movie about a musician and learning how the cost of fame, and just seeing where we'll take them and see what happens in the long run. And it's a really cool movie, and I highly recommend it. So go out and watch it if you can, and let me know in the comments what you guys thought of it. And also let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite music related movie is. Is it Bohemian Rhapsody? Is it Spinal Tap? Is it Almost Famous? Is it Star is Born? Any of the movies, just list something that it's your favorite. I'm really intrigued to know your guys' taste in music and what you think is a great music related movies, because they're hard to music movies. I feel are really hard to get right, because a lot of them go under the radar and a lot of them don't get the praise they deserve. Like Rockstar, I feel like it's a great movie, but it didn't really get great reviews, but the critics aren't always right, I feel. So yeah, if you guys like what you saw, don't forget to leave a like, a comment, or subscribe, and I promise you guys I will be getting back to my movie commentary and my viewing and just the review, the whole, just watching the movies with you guys. I'll get back to that, but in the meantime, I like doing the recommendation videos like I said to you guys, and I feel like you guys can get something of it, and you guys can watch the movie for yourself and come back to me and comment and let me know what you guys thought of my recommendations, and I just get a kick out of it. So I appreciate it, guys, and I thank you guys for tuning in yet again, and I will be back in the next video, so you guys stay tuned. All right, have a great day. Peace. Before I go, there was one actor I forgot to mention, and I was trying to find his name in the movie because I know he's in the movie and I just forgot his name, and I really wanted to mention it, but I didn't see it, so that's why I didn't mention it. But now found his name, and I really want to mention him because I think he's a highly underrated actor. Timothy Spall. He's in the movie. He plays like the band's not manager, maybe manager, but yeah, he also promotes. I'm like promoter, so I guess he's the band's promoter, the real rock band's promoter, and I think he just does a great job in this too. And he also leads to Mark Wahlberg's kind of realization that this is not the life for him. And yeah, I remember him from Harry Potter, and he's also been in Sweeney Todd and other just movies that he's kind of like just not the main character, but he's in there and he does a great job, and I think he's an underrated actor, and I just want to mention him and give him praise. Timothy Spall, he's in it. Great performance in my opinion. Yeah, check it out. All right.